What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode. And on this episode right here, we're gonna cover something outrageous right here. This right here gonna make your brain really work today. You know what I mean? I want y'all to think what y'all would do with $230 million. You know what I mean? Think about how much $230 million is, right? You know how much $230 is. You know how much 2,300 is. You know how much 23 grand is, right? Think about this, 230 million. I want y'all to think about that right there. What would you do? I want to know best comment about what you would do with 230 might receive a blessing from you. Y'all might get a t-shirt, I might do a giveaway or something. I really want to know what the person out there would really do with 230 million. Think about how life-changing that would be right there. Think about, you could buy anything, right? You could buy any mansion, any car, you could relocate, you could do anything that you want to do, right? 230 million, right? 230 million right there. Now, the story we're about to get into is about a 20-year-old and a 21-year-old, one out of LA and one out of Miami. And they were able to use a phishing scam. And if y'all don't know what a phishing scam is, it's where they like call up your phone and they tell you, hey, this is your bank, or this is Bank of America, but you ain't even got Bank of America, right? They call up, they say that they made a purchase or something like that. You know, I'm sure we've all got those phone calls. We're all familiar with those right there. You know, me personally, when I get them, you know, I try to have fun with them though, because I recognize them from a million miles away, right? I recognize them. So I'll be messing with the scammers when they call me, but I get all the emails and the clicks and the links. And you know, I don't have 230 million. I didn't want to say I'm not at 230 million. I feel like I attract 230 million every day that I wake up in the morning. You feel me? But you know, I recognize a scammer. So for the story is crazy that one person is just sitting there with this much crypto in their account, if not more. It really makes you think differently about wealth, right? It really makes you think differently about, you know, just how much money is really out there. You know, how, you know, the universe is infinite, so they say, right? So you think about all the money in the world, you know, there's an infinite supply of money though. Now these two 20-year-old kids, right, they hit for this 230 million. And what do you think they do with 230 million? What would a 20-year-old, 21-year-old you do with 230 million if you just got 230 million? You know, me at that age right there, I wouldn't know what to do with 230 million. I wouldn't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? I'd probably buy all the shit. I'd probably be having billions of sneakers, you know, clothes, cars, gold, all the shit. But in my older years now, you know, I know how to manage some money though. You know what I mean? I know how to really manage $230 now, to 2,300, 23 grand. You know, I'm confident in my abilities of money managing now at this far in the game. But I couldn't imagine so watching this story as a little bit older than them, I can kind of relate to some of the shit they do in this story, right? Because they get all the money, they live in Los Angeles, they live in Miami, and what you think they go do? They go down to the club, right? They go down to the club, they throwing money, they buying bottles, they got sections, and of course they trying to get some women as well, though, right? They trying to get them some women, right? So their way of getting women, they don't even have the approach. They don't know how to say hi. They don't know how to just walk up and talk. Instead, they walking up to women in the club, bottle girls, service girls, and they giving them a Birkin bag and saying, hi, this is my name, and I really like you. Like some shit you doing like grade school or some shit, right? They buying Birkin bags. Now we all know how much Birkin bags are, right? For the people in the chat, if y'all don't know how much a Birkin bag is, y'all gotta Google that shit. A Birkin bag, right? And I guess, you know, that's $230 million. This is what they doing. They buying Birkin bags for any random trivial chick in the club, bottle girl, whatever it is. One of them, they even I think she was like I don't know if she was a stripper or what she was, but one of them bought her a pink Lambo and like 6 Birkin bags that he sat on the hood of the Lambo. And he basically still gets turned down by this chick, you know, because the people, all their text messages, all their shit, they got caught up and all that shit been leaked out here right here. And it just goes to show you, you know, how much $230 million couldn't even unlame a lame though, right? 230. Everybody think they get some money and man, this is proof right here that money cannot unlame lame. If you lame, that money ain't gonna change a motherfucking thing. It's gonna show the world even how much more of a motherfucking lame you are. Because money isn't the root of happiness, right? This is my humblest opinion. Y'all free to disagree however y'all want, but money for me, it changes my living conditions. You feel me? It gives me more freedom to do stuff that I want to do. But the paradox of that right there is you got to still sacrifice more of your time and energy to get it back. So, higher levels bring bigger devils. You feel me? So the higher up, it's not like just the small trivial shit people go through at a 9-to-5 job, can't get along with their employer, can't get along with their employees and shit like that. Like, if you can't get past all that shit and rise the ranks right there, and then these problems and this shit really ain't for you. But, it trips me out though, because 230 million, you would think, you know what I mean? Like, you hit for this type of lick, this changes your life forever right here. 230 million. Can y'all wrap y'all minds around that 230 million? I really want y'all to think about that. 230 million, man, that shit is crazy as shit. But here, we're going to get into this video. I'm going to quit talking about it. We're going to watch it real quick. Let me know what y'all think.
Exclusive video of federal agents swarming a Miami home. Now, officials revealing they were taking down a multi-million-dollar cryptocurrency scam. 7's Alex Browning is live in Miami with the latest on the investigation and those suspects. Alex, good morning.
Ethan, good morning. Yeah, it was a lavish life. At least one of the scammers was living here at this Miami rental property that caught the eye of neighbors, and apparently so did the feds. Lavish parties and luxury living all tied to a massive multi-million-dollar crypto scam. Federal investigators are pinning to a 20-year-old from Singapore busted Wednesday living in Miami. 7 News confirming this raid at a high-end home is tied to the arrest, one that had the FBI bringing out the big guns. A federal indictment for Malone Lam states he and accomplices conspired to carry out cryptocurrency thefts and to launder stolen cryptocurrency.
Oh, wow. No way.
One user on X uncovering the moment Lam allegedly landed more than $230 million in stolen Bitcoin from a victim in D.C. Federal investigators say Lam and at least one other suspect then used the illegally obtained cryptocurrency to purchase international travel, service at nightclubs, numerous luxury automobiles, watches, jewelry, designer handbags, and to pay for rental homes in L.A. and Miami. Accused of flaunting it all at parties like this one, luxury cars and designer bags like these. And don't forget the watches and jewelry like those pictured here. It all came, though, to a screeching halt. Wednesday night, FBI agents busting into a home neighbors say is a rental property.
I heard what I thought was fireworks.
Smoke pouring out as they raided during the day and investigated through the night. 7 News, the only station there capturing the feds combing through every inch of the mansion at 1201 Northeast 83rd Street.
You don't want to think bad of your neighborhood,
For neighbors left wondering what went down, they now have an answer.
So it's crazy. It's crazy that they had this much money though, and they recorded themselves with all this shit though. Like this video right here that we're gonna watch on this one right here. This one is a screen capture of how they react.
Texting each other a bunch of stuff, leaving traces of evidence.
Let me restart this video right here.
Now, investigator who's responsible for tracing $230 million of crypto that was scammed by the most pathetic people you'll ever meet. Now, 2 of these people have been indicted. I, for one, think that's amazing. I'm going to link Zach's full report below. Go check it out. The way he traced this money is incredible. Even as somebody who does this, I'm like, guy's got skills. Basically, a group of criminals did a phishing scam where they stole someone's Bitcoin, allegedly worth $230 million. That in of itself, the amount's crazy, but it's not that interesting. Phishing scams happen all the time. What makes this story unique is who stole it and what they did while they were stealing it. They recorded themselves in the act of getting the money like stolen for the first time which provides such an interesting look into a group of the most pathetic people you'll ever meet. Here they are celebrating.
He going hard on him right there. Damn, he got to call him the most pathetic and all kinds of shit right there. But it's crazy. If they that pathetic though, they was able to hit for 230 million on a scam right here. And I wonder when they hit this lick right here, if they knew the dude had that much money though. I wonder if this was his information was like on the dark web or what it was. Because you got to think like where did they attain his phone number and what made them even go after him right there? You know, that's like the. You know, I think that's your information when you get on the dark web right there, right? That's when your shit is on the dark web is when your social security and all that, because either that or they got a long list and they would just happen to randomly call and finally found somebody. And I can't believe somebody with this much money be this green to the situation. Or how you don't recognize, how do you not pick up on that though? How do you not pick up on that? How do you not realize that this is a scam though? Like, that's just mind blowing right there to me. Shit. Right? That's a great question. How did one person have 230 million just sitting in a wallet though? That's what I'm saying. It makes you change your mind on thinking about how much money's really out there. Because if somebody got that much money, they got more in a bank account. They got some in a brokerage account. You got to think about, you know, somebody out there really got money's really out there. You know what I mean? There's really large amounts of money out there that people really have. I mean, think about it. You know, he lost 230 million. I don't think. I mean, did that make life stop for this person? I wonder. You know, 230 million. They're the smartest dumb people ever, right? Yeah, they're the smartest dumb people ever. I apologize, y'all, if my connection is slow. My Wi-Fi tripping.
In getting this money.
Oh my god!
Way.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Bro, I'm gonna spaz out. Yo! We're done! I'm spazzing out!
What I think is so incredible about this is not only the fact that they're all celebrating in a group, they're also live, like texting each other a bunch of stuff, leaving traces of evidence. I mean, look, I'm not here to hate on the criminal game. I'm not here to say how you should do it. But guys, you know, it's like better class of criminal here. What's going on, fellas? So that in of itself was surprising, but later they leaked even more important information as they were planning to launder the money. Their friend was kind of doing a tutorial on how to launder money with this app.
The top right, the settings bar. Settings.
Now, when I first heard this, I heard this background voice of the popular streamer XQC, and I was like, is he in on it? But I think they're actually just watching a live stream while committing crime. Gen Z is so cooked. Their brains are so dumb.
Shit, Gen Z be hitting these licks like this. This is the crazy part about it, though. You think about this, they able to do this as from their house, though. You know what I mean? This is all they doing. They doing these scams from their house. But today's world, 2024, it allows for you to be able to make so much money from your phone. There's so many ways to make money online, right? There's so many avenues that take you out of the traditional 9-to-5 thinking, right? And buy back some of your so-called freedom, right? You can make money from where you're at, but you know, there's a yin and a yang to everything, right? There's a yin and a yang that comes to that. But you know, this is proof right here. I mean, if some 20-year-olds are pulling off some shit like this and think about how there's some super young kids on YouTube and all kinds of shit that's killing it, making all kind of money, reviewing toys and shit like that, killing it. And the average person, it'd be fucking me up because then the average person can't get past the 9-to-5 thought though, thinking. You feel me?
Done for. They can't even focus on committing massive crimes. They have to be like, I got to get that second screen. I need my boy X on the second screen.
Dark.
Here.
No, not that. Like the swap settings.
Oh.
Like a super glass cannon shit.
Set custom
Unbelievable. So that just kind of sets the stage of who you're dealing with. Now, as I said, the DOJ has already indicted 2 of these guys. And you can see they are young, 20 years old and 21 years old in LA and Miami, respectively, which, you know, not surprising places to be living if you're going to be scamming. But the story gets even more interesting when you realize these guys have been taunting Zach XBT, the guy who ultimately caught them, They said F Zach XTB. They misspelled his name, which, by the way, already, if you're gonna do,
Yeah, that was they ops. The same dude that busted them right there is they ops. Look, they in the club. They in the club with the whole. They got a whole section. They got a whole section rented out right here, talking about F him. He's the same guy that's posting this right here, giving the whole story and breakdown about what happened. That was they ops. So this is how these young kids. This is they ops online right here, right? They in hacker groups and shit. That's they ops right now. And the ops them busted them though. The ops helped the police bust them. Though. That's a 2025 twist on it.
Do that, you're gonna get caught. And then they said, "Told you we'd win Greavies." That was one of the names of one of the guys, Malone. Now, already, if you're one of these guys who does these signs at clubs, it's because you're a scammer and you don't know what to spend your money on, frankly. Yeah. There have been so many people I've seen get caught by putting their names on these boards. And what's amazing, it's like these people feel the need for social validation, even though they know what they're doing is bad. So they go to the top clubs in like the place that they're at, spend tons of scammed money on the dumbest things. And this is part of.
Hey, he got a point though. He got a point. I don't know if y'all caught that last point right there where he's talking about the social validation, but you think about it right there. Everybody does that. It's not just the scammers. Think about every Friday, Saturday that come around, Sunday included, Tuesdays and all kinds of shit, right? How many people you know are going to go out to the club and they're going to rent out a section at an expensive price? You know, they're going to celebrate what they don't even know. They just celebrating the week has ended, right? The week is done, right? So they celebrating that or celebrating life or whatever they celebrate. But they just, you know, you buying a bottle of liquor in the club that's got like a 10x markup on it, though. You know, you buying one shot out of a bottle be like $25, $30. You think about that right there. And the people that usually buy that are the same people that are broke come Monday. You know what I mean? Come Monday, they broke. But the social validation part is real, right? I would think it is. What y'all think, chat? I mean, like, you know, it's like, you know, like on Instagram, right? Instagram people will be fake lit. I don't know if y'all ever seen somebody that's fake lit on Instagram or TikTok or somewhere, wherever they can buy likes and buy views, right? And it'd be some upstanding individuals, right? Or some really, you know, rich type of people or what image they trying to impress, but they buy they likes, they fake lit. They got all the views, they got all these fake likes, but they fake lit though. That's the kicker. They ain't got one comment, two comments. You know what I mean? It makes me wonder sometimes when I see people that do that fake lit shit right there. Like, not only do you think other people can't realize it and you getting over it, so you a liar to a degree, right? My first impression of you is you's a liar. If that's how I'm coming across, you find you fake lit. But why even do it to begin with? Who does it matter to? But I guess in today's world, right, we go off the likes and the follower count and all that shit, right? That's the muscle in today's 2025 world, right? You could be the most brokest, dumbest person in the world, but if you got all the likes, you got all the attention, you got all the clout, right? You more important than anybody else that may have 300 motherfucking likes or, you know, 200 followers and shit. So it's crazy. Social media, the world that's a world that's not a world. This shit's crazy.
What makes these people so pathetic, not only that they would all get on a group chat and talk about their crimes while listening to XQC in the background. I mean, that itself is a crime, but it's just what they spend their money on, because it's not just about buying those signs at the club or whatever. They're also trying to use their wealth to.
Let me hit this. A good comment right here. Real shit though. How you commit a crime and not think about them people coming? These is the kids nowadays. Think about this. These is the kids that were born in 2000 right here. Of course, they're not gonna think about what's gonna happen afterwards. They ain't thinking about none of that. These are kids that are born in the 2000s. They was born in the 2000s. And, you know, shout out to the kids that's born in 2000s. But, man, we got to keep it 100 here. We cannot dilute this and make this 98%, 95%. Nah, this is factual that this 2000 era, kids born in the 2000s, man, y'all, something else, to say the least. Shit's wild, though. But I feel you, though. How you do that?
To pick up women, and part of what makes them so pathetic is they are unsuccessful at that even though they are trying to impress girls with their massive wealth, sudden wealth, because they stole it. But the girls are like not having it, and it just kind of becomes this comedy. So this girl talked about her experience getting a Birkin bag, which is a very expensive luxury bag, from who we believe to be Malone. The reason we believe this is that one of these things says, Dre said, who want a Burke? And we see at Malone. And we're going to find out that this guy somebody was going around offering Birkin bags.
Come on, man. Y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit? They got a sign. He done paid the club to put this sign up so he could give away money, right? He giving away Birkin bags. Who want a Burke? Like this is some shit I imagine Drake be doing, right? This some Drake shit. You know what I mean? How does this happen that you got all this money and you still don't got your choice? You know, like you still like this is mind-boggling to me right here. Meanwhile, the person that's leaving out the club with the chick that they probably wanted, he probably gonna sit at home and play NBA 2K all day. Probably got about a $250 reserve in the bank account, but he got some other ingredients that really count, though, right? That's the crazy part about it. These kids got $230 million. You got $230 million. You in the club and you still going home empty-handed. That's fucking nuts. How does this work? What mixed upside down world are we living in 2024? I feel like I went down Jessica's rabbit hole, or what was that shit? Alice in Wonderland's rabbit hole or some shit. Looking at this shit right here, for an old head like me, this is mind-boggling right here. This is mind-boggling. Crazy. What's up with the chat though? Shout out Gold Digger, Jenny, AGM. What's up with y'all? Yeah. What up, Rob? Yeah. Shout out to the chat though. Shout out to everybody that's on here, man. Somebody can help me figure out how does this work though? How do you got $230 million and you still leave the club empty-handed, even giving away Birkin bags though? You moving like Drake in the club and you still leaving empty-handed. That shit is crazy. You think, young cat would have got some, he just went and bought Louis Vuitton and shit like that. He thought he throw that expensive shit on. It's gonna be the money magnet right there, right? So that goes to show you and prove that it's not what's on you, but what's in you that counts. You know what I mean? You can't fake that realness that's inside there, right? He tried to, and if you's a piece of shit, putting on that expensive shit just makes you still a piece of shit, though, right? You can have all that money and clothing, right? There's like a proverb or something, right? That talks about this, though, right? That, you know what I mean? Like I think it was Jesus when he was talking to the was it the Jewish people, or who was he talking? I forget who he was talking to, but he was asking the priests. He was like, why do you worry about cleaning what's on the outside of you up when what you got on the inside of you is dirty? You're supposed to be in the inside doing the inside work. You know what I mean? Rather than just having on these old bright ass robes and colors and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. These young kids can't even get out the club, but all with a $20,000 fit on, if not more than that, giving away Birkin bags. They ain't got nan choice walking out the club. That shit is pathetic. New level of pathetic has been unlocked.
Bags to girls to try to pick them up.
But he looked pretty young. He comes towards me and he's like, I got this for you. And he hands me the box that this is in. It came in like the actual Hermes box. It's downstairs in my kitchen. I don't feel like bringing it up, but he opens it and he's like, do you like it? And I was like, yeah, I do. But like, is it real? And he was like, of course it's real. Like, it's for you. You can have it, and just walks away.
Already a
just
weird pickup.
Just walks away. Hold on. Let me hear her again. I want to hear how he came and ran his game. I want to hear what kind of game a $230 million kid got right here. Let's
try to pick them up.
But he looked pretty young. He comes towards me and he's like, I got this for you. And he hands me the box that this is in. It came in like the actual Hermes box. It's downstairs in my kitchen. I don't feel like bringing it up, but he opens it and he's like, do you like it? And I was like, yeah, I do. But like, is it real? And he was like, of course it's real. Like, it's for you. You can have it, and just walks away.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You mean to tell me he just gave that to you and walked away like that? He he trying to move like he Big Willie like a. Come on, I don't even know who does that though. I don't, man. If I had 230 mil, that ain't the way to move in no club. Young cats right here, man. Major L for the 2000 babies right here. 2000s babies, y'all gotta hold this L right here. This is a big red L for the kids born in the 2000s right here. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Already a weird pickup to just hand somebody something and walk away.
It's 100% real. I actually went to Rodeo with him today to the Hermes store, and he bought 5 of them. What?
Yeah, so turns out that screenshot we saw earlier of Dre said, "Who want a Burke?" It sounds like he was going up to multiple women and just giving out bags and just seeing, oh, which one of them is gonna bite. It's honestly so cringy and pathetic, but the end is just.
Hey, this is real facts right here, Gold Digger. This is real facts. Jesus says, not what comes out of a person's mouth, but unclean, but what goes into them. Yeah, facts. Life and death in the tongue, though, right? Life and death in the tongue. That's why you got to be really not only conscious of your thoughts, but you know exactly of what you allow to come out. Because what comes when it comes out, you know what I mean? It could do so much damage, and you can't never take that shit back. It comes out into the world. It causes effect. You know, there's life and death, really, literally behind the tongue. You know what I mean? Straight up, yeah. Valid point right there. Big valid point.
Where it all comes together.
This is it. It's beautiful, but to be honest, it's not really my style.
Not your style.
Oh no!
Not your style. Not your style. Not your style, right? You got a free Birkin bag, the whole 9, but could have been better, right?
The story ends with her just leaving with a new bag and then going, "It's not my style."
Terrible.
Oh gosh, you spent, I don't know how much these bags cost. I'm not in that world, but I imagine a lot of money just for somebody to roast you on TikTok as kind of a loser and go, "It's not my style." But amazingly, that is not the most cringy and pathetic thing this guy does. Because then Zach also posted this. This guy apparently sent a picture of what looks like a Lamborghini with multiple bags on top of it. And he texts this person. You see his name, Malone. "I got you a present. We'll call it an early birthday gift, a thank you gift. I appreciate you so much."
Hey, he got a pink heart that he texting her with. This dude is sugar in the tank galore right here. Ain't no fucking way he done bought the Lambo truck. He done bought all this shit right here. This is wild right here. Just to be liked though, right? This just to be able to get liked by the girl that he wants though. That's crazy. That's fucking nothing. This is a good point though. Rob got a good point on this shit right here because the difference between being a criminal and being criminal minded. They didn't think this play. No, I think that's why I think they stumbled on this play. I feel like this play right here. This must have been a humbug. They must never even had no precursor to knowing how much money was really in this account. Because that's what I wondered. Did they know they was going to stumble across 230 million? They probably, who knows? They probably been wiping out, hitting a few little licks here and there. Because remember what they're doing is they're calling up random people and saying, "Hey, I'm with this bank." They spoof the phone number and they say, "Hey, I'm calling because we have an unauthorized charge," or however they word it. And then they get the verification code and then they get access to the account. And they said, in this was like the Google Cloud and all the Gmail and all that shit. And that's how they get in there. And they clearly the person that has this account though, right? They going through the steps with them. They think this, I don't know if this is like an elderly person or this is the only people I see falling for this shit is like the elderly people. The elderly people really, they be the ones that fall for this shit. So I wonder, because they criminal, right? Because they doing a little cyber shit. They definitely, man, if they get locked up, they're gonna be the ones in the front of the chow hall. These is where the weird people sit in the front of the chow hall. You know what I mean? The ones that probably are paying rent, probably doing the most right there. When they land behind their walls for these crimes they've committed. And this is federal shit, though. You got to think 230 million. This is a federal case right here. I don't know. I mean, they probably ain't going to do that much time, but they're gonna do a good percentage of whatever their sentence is in the feds. But, yeah, big difference, though. Big difference. Yeah, big difference. The elderly be doing crypto, though. You'd be surprised, Jenny. The elderly, maybe their son told them to buy Bitcoin during Thanksgiving or something. You know what I mean? Or maybe they've got somebody managing. You never know. But I guess I could see that. Maybe there ain't a huge percentage, but I think I can't think of who else would be able to. What person in their 30s, 40s really falls for these scams, though? You know what I mean? Like, I see them all the time. Maybe I'm just being biased because, I mean, I see through this shit. I see them all the time, though.
Sends a picture of a Lamborghini calling it a present. And this person says, I'm taken once again.
This dude wrote 20 messages, 20 of them, 20 messages. He wrote 20 messages and got one back. I got you a present. All this shit right here.
You a present. We'll call it an early birthday gift, a thank you gift. I appreciate you so much.
So much.
Sends a picture of a Lamborghini calling it a present. And this person says, I'm taken once again.
He responded back, I don't care. I don't care. The Lambo's yours. I love you anyway. I love you anyway.
Calling it a present. And this person says, I'm taken once again. Doesn't even address or respond to the fact this person bought her a car, an expensive car. This guy has such little charisma. She just immediately goes, I'm taken. And he says, I don't care. He's just buying cars to take in women and saying, oh, I don't care, as if they're going to be impressed because you're a scammer who just got.
You know, what's crazy is a lot of females would go for this shit, though. A lot of females would go for this shit, though. I don't know why maybe this is Miami. I guess maybe in Miami they used to dealing with dudes that got so much bread. But I'm surprised none of these females really gave no action and just milked him for his account and did none of that shit. I'm surprised. You know what I mean? A Lambo, all these Birkin bags, like you literally just get handed her over like a cool meal right there, you know, close to it. 800,000. A Lambo truck is how much? I mean, that's got to be like what, 700, 800,000 right there alone. So all the Birkin bags, what it was like 50, 60. So, and she still deny you a meal you think would really get, you know what I mean? He really has some action somehow, some kind of way. So they really just see this dude as a super lame, though. Super lame. Maybe it's the haircut that gave him away, or just maybe it was the game and the haircut. You know what I mean? Because you look at the dude's picture, right? The young kid, like, he ain't really got no, like, he ain't got no pizzazz to him. You know what I mean? And all he did is throw some Louis and Gucci on right there and thought that was the magic wand right there. That shit is crazy. The magic wand of Louis Vuitton.
Got a little bit of money. I think what's even funnier is this is exactly the type of guy to be like, oh, all girls want is money. And then they try to flex their money on girls only to cars to take it. Who just got
kind of watch. I gotta see that again. The watch.
This is exactly the type of guy.
What is that right there? No, that thing is like a couple 100,000 right there. Look, he got every ring done. Shit, got the Cuban bracelet. Chat, y'all know what kind of watch that is? I know that's out my motherfucking price range for sure. What kind of watch is that?
To be like, all girls want is money. And then they try to flex their money on girls only to be turned down by them. It's like, I don't.
Got you, Richard.
Who cares? It's not my color.
Richard,
oh, man. So I just thought these guys were the gift that kept giving. I mean, it's horrible that $230 million got stolen. Zach helped trace and recover some of it. He got some of it frozen in cooperation, it looks like, with the DOJ, who have charged some of these people. And that's great. It kind of had a happy ending. But I think if you look at the scammers themselves, it's like, they're so pathetic. They have no sense of even what to do with the money. Like, they got the money and immediately they spend it on the dumbest, most materialistic things. And it shows you kind of the types of people who are drawn to this lifestyle. They don't even have taste. They don't even have, like, they can't even use the money because they have their brain has been.
That's crazy, though. The biggest aspiration, though. Think about what he just said. The biggest aspiration these kids had coming into $230 million. Biggest aspiration in life was to go to the club and flex on other motherfuckers in Louis Vuitton and try to get model chicks that are plastic and fake, and all they really usually care about is money, though. They in a material world. You know what I mean? They gravitate to who got the most material in their bank account, right? But this is the biggest aspiration, though. Think about that shit. It really make you question your own aspirations too. Like, what is your grind really for? What is your hustle really for? What really makes you want to get more and more money, though? What is the real purpose of that money, of that asset right there? You feel me? Because money, we ain't taking to the grave anybody, and everybody knows that shit, right? We all know that ain't nobody going to the grave with the bread. You could be a millionaire, billionaire. I don't give a fuck. You leaving that for your family members who are gonna go burn that shit up. Who fucking knows, right? So think about what you would do for the 230 million. What is the aspirations? That's a sad thing for a generation, for these kids. They luck up on all the money in the world. They got the blank check. Y'all ever seen that Disney movie Blank Check, where the kid hit the blank check and he make all this money and shit? This is the real life blank check right here. They hit all this shit right here, all this money, all this shit. I hope they got some bread out there, because this is crypto. So I know even though some of them accounts are froze, that don't mean all the funds is froze by no means. It means, I think they may have some out there. Maybe when they get out this case right here for $230 million, though, your biggest aspiration was just to go to the club in Louis Vuitton and Gucci and flex harder than the next motherfucker, to be recognized by some motherfuckers that you don't even know, that don't know you. Why do you need these motherfuckers' respect? Who the fuck is these people that you trying to impress? Because I guarantee those people ain't finna be at your gravesite. They ain't gonna be at your wake. They ain't finna be nowhere around for that. You know what I mean? Let alone if you're doing bad, where they gonna be at for you? But I think that's the music and entertainment and the culture itself at large, right? It kind of embraced that type of thinking, though. It make you want to really get out here and flex on these motherfuckers. I got it. I'm big dog. You motherfuckers little dogs. You know what I mean? It make you, whole time the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor. That's the cold part of the world. Cold reality.
Pride by a culture who just values, dumb designer stuff over everything. It's funny because I kind of think these
that man said they worship designer over everything. Think about that shit. They worship this motherfucking designer. Motherfuckers really believe they a better person than you because they paid $2,200 for this motherfucking belt. Motherfucker got a $2,200 belt. You mean to tell me you was a better human being than me, huh? You better than me. You more up the ladder than me with that. What's crazy is I think it'd be the other way around, right? The motherfucker that got the $2,200, but he ain't wasted $2,200 on some shit that, you know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't gonna define you. But I'm from the old school, so I come from eras of wearing 501s and motherfucking cut off Dickies and shit like that. Man, I make some basic shit that came out of Kmart. If I need to, I make that shit look fly if I had to. You know what I mean? $2,200 on the belt. You better than me. You got it, bro. you got it. You him.
Designer places have scammed the scammers into thinking like, oh, this is what you do with your scam money. In fact, in preparation for this video, I reached out to Zach XBT, who sent me this tweet, which supposedly shows some of the bottle receipts where they allegedly spent $500,000 at this club. I mean,
look at this shit. Hold up. We need that close up on this tab again, because you got to think in Miami, they motherfuckers is doing this on a regular basis. I know these clubs is getting rich as a motherfucker. If you got a nightclub in Miami, I know you out there banking. Clubs that look like they lit. Look at this shit right here. I want to see the price of that Red Bull.
$500,000.
Look at this price of Red Bull right here. $60 each for a motherfucking Red Bull. You talk about a markup right there. Yeah, hey, doing business, it don't get too much better than this right here. As a businessman myself right here, it don't get too much better than this markup right here. Look at that price right there. We just watched the shit about Young Dolph yesterday, right? They was about to get 40K split, right? The dude that off Dolph and got 800. These motherfuckers right here paid for Ace of Spades Rosé at $1,800 each bottle, right? Got 24 of them. They paid more of that than old boy would have got for killing Dolph right there. That's crazy. That's crazy. And all this shit right here, they gave this shit away. This shit had everybody in the club lit in a section right here. Look at the gratuity on that shit. 50,000 on the motherfucking gratuity. Entertainment fee. What the fuck is an entertainment fee? 61 bands. Hey, 61 bands is more than some motherfuckers make an entire year going to a 9 to 5. That shit is fucking nuts. Look at that. 70 thou wow on the Casamigos right there, $700 a bottle. Man, I just seen that same shit in my grocery store right now for like 50, 60 bucks. 50, 60 bucks. Man, I'm in the wrong business. I swear I'm in the wrong business.
Dollars at this club. I mean, so
Hold up.
unbelievably stupid. If they weren't already on your trail before, you don't think somebody's going to notice a $500,000 bill from a 20 or 21-year-old at a club and wonder, I wonder how those people made that money. It's just so stupid. And for what? For one night, $500,000? These people have been tricked.
But they ain't really tripping though. You got to think they got 230 million. So this is like out of 230 million for what they just blew right there. This is nothing. This is $1 out of that shit, 1,000 or some shit like that equivalent. They blew that shit. This ain't their money. They ain't earned that shit. 230 million though. You think about that shit. Even if you earn 230 million, how would you be with 230 million? Would you be Scrooge with it? You know, because usually people that got a gang of money, they seem like they kind of tight with their bread regardless. They trying to keep all of it. But I think the universal law says that, you know, you need to have an abundance mindset. You know what I mean? You can't live in a you know, there got to be a flow, right? That's like the universe and how shit works, right? There's always got to be a flow, something going out, something coming in, something going out, something coming in. So when nothing's going out, you know what I mean? Nothing can come in. So, you know, if you hoard that bread, you know what I mean? Money is a vehicle, right? It's supposed to be moving for you on a regular basis. At least, you know, your mainstream $1 million mindset shit would tell you that, right? So to them, I get it though. I see why they doing all that, but that's fucking nuts. That's crazy. Them club owners in Miami, this is normal to them motherfuckers down there because they think in Miami, that's where all the real money's at, right? So this is where all the people go down there to party, all the Diddy's, all the motherfuckers with all the money, right? They down there partying in Miami, right? But Jim Jones say summer in Miami. So everybody out there.
Into thinking this is how you celebrate. The last thing I want to do is just talk about this. This guy witnessed an FBI raid, and it's believed to be the FBI indictment where they actually went and caught these two guys. So watch a bit of that, and yeah.
Neighbors in a Miami community stunned as federal agents surrounded a home last night. The FBI swarming the entire neighborhood with long guns and firing flashbangs.
So yeah, this is the result of what you get when you try to impress women with your dumb decision to go buy a bunch of Birkin bags.
But hey, the kicker is even though these young dummies, right? All the dudes go to the club usually to impress women though. That's the club, right? That's the whole point of going to the club and buying bottles and buying a section is I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, everybody goes to have a good time and shit. It's cool to listen to the music, get your vibe and shit. I feel it. I'm one of the people that used to be in the club. I get it. I totally get it. But when you sit back and you open your eyes and just look at this shit, like this shit is like in the grand scheme of shit, like what does it really fucking matter though? What the fuck? What does it matter? You know what I mean? And there's so many other better places to meet a quality woman than going to the club though. You know what I mean? Such more quality than the club. The club ain't leading to nothing really good for the long term, or so to say, I guess. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion. Chat, y'all let me know what y'all think. But you know, this shit's a crazy little story, man. I thought I'd share this shit with y'all because when I seen this shit, it baffled me because I couldn't even wrap in my mind around having 230 million. That's a lot of fucking money. Just thinking how life changes like that. That's how fast life changes. Damn, 230 million. You got a magic wand that changed everything in your life, change your environment, put you in the place you want to be, all that shit. I know it's a lick, right? You still got time, but just think it, even you had that though, even because most people $1 million to do it for them, right? $1 million probably changed everybody's life on this stream right here, myself included. $1 million, another $1 million right now, I take you up. That do a whole lot for you, your family, everybody. And it's crazy to think though, there's so much money out there circulating, so much. But we normally keep ourselves in a mindset that, you know what I mean, like we're in survival mode 24/7 when it comes to money. And I done came and got about that mindset to a degree, but I can look back and realize it clearly. And you know, I don't know. I hope this video make y'all think for a second though. Think about 230 million. Just think about what 250K could do for you if you got an additional every month or 2 months or 6 months or yearly. If you could get another 250K, think about how your life could change too. Because on the internet, this is living proof. There's so many ways to make money, even if you're not scamming. There's many ways. And scammers, look what a scammer can do. A 20-year-old scamming kid in his mom's basement just hit for 230 million. Unprepared as ever, right? And the first thing he do, right? His greatest goal, greatest ambition is to go to the motherfucking club and stunt and ball out. That was it. That was all life would have been. That'd have been the highlight, and that's gonna be his highlight of life right there. He probably gonna tell this story forever when he get out, right? 20-year-old kid. But this shit crazy, man. Chat, let me know what y'all think about this right here. Let me know down there in the comments. Feds hopped in, yeah, real shit on everything though. The receipts flagged alphabet. The dude that they was tripping with is the one that went and he was a good citizen though. The one that it said Zach XPD or some shit. The one that's doing the Twitter thread on here. He's like a crypto enthusiast that like he helped out the feds though. He was on their side trying to work for them because with crypto and shit like that, you gotta think this is the blockchain. When you lose money on the blockchain, you lose money. All that shit's gonna say on the blockchain is what wallet that went to. So they're doing IPs and checking they're doing the hacker side of all that shit right there. Because crypto, you're supposed to be able. That's why they said some of that shit's frozen, and so there's still some money out there. I feel like they got. Because it's not like the bank though. Like if you hit a lick on a bank account or some shit like that, they could freeze your whole bank account, no access to you, none of that shit. Crypto, Web3, way different. And this is the future though. Crypto in Web3 is the future. It's already been built out the whole night. It's just waiting for adoption at mass scale for the blockchain and crypto to really be in play. But think about how much money can be made online. I mean, if you outside of the scam world, I mean, there's many opportunities. The internet lets you sell, talk, all that shit to the whole wide world. You know what I mean? And most of the time, all you really need is 10 to 15 sales a day to all these hundreds of thousands of people in the world through e-commerce. And you pull it in. You've done 3 work days in one motherfucking regular day just by selling something online. You know what I mean? Or trading a candlestick on a chart. You know what I mean? You're making hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars by trading a small candle that goes up and down every single day for all the biggest companies you can think of. I mean, there's so many ways to make money on this shit though. We're in the Jetson era, 2024, 2025. I mean, shit. This right here though, I'm trying to attract 230 million in the universe. I'm trying to keep my headspace open right there because what I would do at 230 million, I change the game with 230 million. I put so much shit in play. Man, talk about a legacy right there. 230 million. Think about all the seeds you could plant, all your ideas you could bring to life without no worry. You feel me? Like you can just throw them all out there and just start watering like at mass right there. 230 million. That's the number for today. But I'm gonna conclude this video right here. I hope y'all got something out of it. Hopefully it made y'all think about something. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with your boy. Shout out to everybody that's been attending the lives. I'm trying to keep these things going daily, if not, every other day or something like that. But let me know what y'all want to see. Y'all be in the comments, y'all attending the lives. Let me know what y'all want to see. Y'all dictate the content. I'm here to dish it to you, but y'all tell me what y'all want to feed on right there, and I'll keep it coming your way. But if you made this far in the video, hit your boy with a like. I greatly do appreciate it, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.